Hey everybody, it's your boy Zero here doing a new gunpla review. In today's episode, we are covering the 1.5 Gundam from Gundam 00. So, this, from what it appears to be, is the sister unit or a Gundam adjacent to the Reborn's Gundam. I'll explain why I think that, because the instructions come with an entire genealogy tree for this guy, which I think is kind of cool. You see how all the other Gundams, well, most of them, not all of them, because they don't include the Dynamis nor the, looks like the Ixia on that list, but hey. Maybe someone else, I'm not sure, maybe the Curios is not on that list, but I'll need to double check that. But yeah, so it's a really cool thing, and it obviously looks like the Reborn's Gundam, so it automatically had my love and respect because it looks so cool. But it's a very interesting kit. It has a lot of gimmicks involving the GN drive on its back, which honestly I think is a lot cooler than what they did with the Reborn's Gundam, but that's just, again, my take on it. So let's get into the review of this awesome looking Gundam. So, this is not everything that comes in box because there's so many spare pieces I kept some on the runners just to make it easier for myself. So, from the D runners, this is what you get. You get, looks like a spare headpiece possibly. All these pieces here. And here. That's just from the D runner. And then we have the C runners who have the same thing. Exact same pieces. You have two spare GN drives. And these two pieces, which I think comes from the Reborn's Gundam. So, those are all the spare pieces you get in this kit. And as I was saying, here is the genealogy chart. There's the Nadia, I believe that's the Virtue, the Reborn's is right there, and there's 1.5. Here's the other suits that come from the same bloodline as the Zero Gundam or the O Gundam. So yeah, this is the entire bloodline or descendant tree of both the Reborns and the 1.5. So as you can see, they're both either this got modified into this or that they're both their sister units. Either way, it's cool. As for other stuff, you get one effect part. You get one beam effect. Sticker sheet. So these were the part of the chest. GN drive, chest. You get to pick what color eyes you want. So you either get the blue or you go red. And this is for the headpiece. And everything else is color correcting stickers. So, but since they're so thin and small, you can probably do the same with either a very thin paintbrush or panel lining. So here's the Gundam itself. Here I thought you can just line up the beam saber to go there, but no. So my biggest problem was the knees while building it, because if you bend the knees too far, it would actually fall out of this piece. Like, it is held in by tension and a prayer, which is rather annoying. But aside from that, we actually don't have a parallelized butt flap, so you do get... But the problem is you don't really get a great front skirt situation, so... That's as high as it goes. Technically it goes higher. Because, remember, this is still the Reborn, so the knee is still pretty much designed for a transformation gimmick. Turn this bad boy around. See? Non-parallelized back skirt. So you got a great back kick. You can kick far backwards, which is pretty good. Again, I'm being very cautious with the knee because I'm not in the mood to try to fix this. And how do you fix it, you may ask? You actually have to tear the leg apart, reattach the leg joints, and then reattach it. And rebuild the leg. It's really annoying. I know this because it happened to me twice while building it, which is rather annoying. So, fun fact, the beam saber can either go here or, as you can clearly see, on the back of the elbow. By the way, this is the arm fully bent. You get a little bit more bend because of the wrist joint here being more movable, or the forearm, I mean. But yeah, it doesn't have that much articulation, as you can clearly see. It's just that. And this is the, again, fully bent. You do get a decent ab crunch, which is great. I went with the red eyes because look how cool this is. We do get 360 on the head. You can see the purple there, clear plastic over it. I use the stickers here, obviously here, here, and here. The eyes, the camera, and back here. And so the biggest gimmick here is the backpack. You can always throw it over the shoulder, like so. Have one pointed this way, and have one pointed that way. You can put this in any different pose. Take off this part. Rotate it this way, and then have the beam rifle point backwards. It's a whole bunch of things you can do with this specific backpack, which I think is pretty neat. And there you go. Backpacks put together. It only comes with 1 GN drive. As you saw, you do have spares. These can move, which is pretty cool. I believe this is a mass production unit. And why do I say that? Well, let me show you. Almost popped off the GN drive. I don't think I have it pushed in far enough. As you can see, there's a little bit of a gap there. Yeah, okay. Why I think it's a mass production unit? Well, because you can clearly see right here multiple copies of it, or at least it had somewhat of a mass production line. Like it came into some type of increased production, opposed to most, named Gundams having only one of them or 2 of them at max. I think this is possibly a mass production unit, because if it is, it's now officially the coolest looking mass production unit ever created. But like I said, you can see this clearly moves, and as does this, which is always cool. These are not only guns, they're also wing binders, so they can rotate this. Now you can turn it that way. So yeah, you have options. Lots of options for at least posing this. Again, just be careful with the knees, because they are not stable. So, hey look, proof positive. The knee popped off. So I'm going to have to fix that on another time. Or at least I can put it back into the leg at best. Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to eventually disassemble the leg and try to fix it. But as of right now, it's in. So again, loose knees. So when you build it, glue it. That's the best option I got for it. You will need glue. But with that being said, let's get to the summary. Okay, would I recommend the 1.5? With a sticker sheet that isn't awful, but a lot of paneling could be used on it. Personally, I don't think so, but that's a personal preference. It looks fine to me as is. Aside from that, and the knees, which you will need glue on unless you want that piece to stop bouncing around constantly or fall out on you. Aside from those two major issues, well, one major, one minor, this is a good kit. So if you like the Gundam 00 franchise, obviously the genealogy of this guy, I say go for it. It's a really cool kit. I kind of wish I knew it existed before I modded the Reborns Gundam to the Dark Reborns, because this is kind of what I was going for when I did it, and I realized, maybe I didn't have to combine the dark matter with it. Oh well. I could have just reprinted this dude. Oh well. Hindsight's a horrible thing, isn't it? But all in all, it's still a great kit. Looks cool. I like the backpack gimmick that you can rearrange it however and have it basically have an omnidirectional weapon / backpack, which is really cool. Very simplistic. The sword, the shield, the beam sabers being both on the elbows or one of them put into the shield for easy access. Again, really cool. Oh, I forgot to mention, you do not need to do the sandwich system for the gun. You can just slide the hand in. It just slides into the hand real easy. It's great. That being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm surprised. The last episode is doing really popular. So I'm really happy that you guys really enjoyed that episode. So if you want more episodes like last Thursday's episode of me just spitballing ideas or showing a prototype stage of gunpla, custom gunpla, I'll do more of those if I ever get more ideas. But that's a future me problem. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Next Sunday's episode, I have no idea what it's going to be about. I have the Blue Astray second L coming in, I believe. Or was it the Vivi? Something like that. The one with a giant sword on its back. That one's coming in at the time of recording today. I'm not saying I'll build that, but it's up on the block. Amongst other ones, I may do one of my real grades. I haven't decided. But, we'll figure it out in the future. Thursday's episode is either going to be on an SD or Core Gundam. I haven't decided. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you want to support the channel, please use the links down below. Or like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I say this every episode. It really helps me out in the algorithm and lets YouTube know that you guys are watching. And that, you guys are watching, but YouTube doesn't know that because YouTube is run by crazy people sometimes. But again, I want to thank all of my new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stay and enjoy the channel. And if you've been here from the beginning, I'm glad you stuck around and I'm glad you're enjoying the channel so far. I don't know what the future holds, but I hopefully will still be doing this. So, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.